Hey everybody, it is Monday. Here we are with another brand new week, and the mamas are back on the drama table. Hi Sarah and Diane, and of course Grace Markley are all here to talk about the wonderful world of parenting. Okay, you brought up this topic. You jumped on the topic.
That's
Sarah and I
right.
were like,
That's right.
So we're gonna let you guys kind of take the lead on this one. What this has to do with is being misunderstood, right? When you feel like your kids just don't understand you, you're misunderstood.
Ooh.
Who wants to take a jab at this first?
I just had one.
Okay,
It just
I
came
wanna
to me
hear
in this
about
moment.
this,
I had
okay?
a different one, got a new one, you know? So, I've experienced a lot of loss in my life, and I want to hoard my children.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know they're smart kids. They've never caused me trouble. Like all the things, right? They're really dope people. Mm-hmm. The amount of trouble they did not get into. Me and Terrence used to be like, "Do you guys want to go get into some trouble? We can show you,
right?
How to get into trouble. No,
it's okay."
But I like to know where they're at, and they hate it. My daughter, I tried to make her share her location. She was like, "I'm not doing that. When you were out here running around, Grandma didn't have your location." And I'm like, well, no.
Yeah, kids actually do mind when parents have like their locations and they're chiming in and
But like I'm like, respond when I text you, and they just think I'm like crazy, but I'm like, no, it's just because I love you too much.
Well, you're a little crazy.
It's because I
sometimes.
love you with my whole heart. I don't know.
Hey, there is no judging because Mama Bear knows.
Yeah,
that
but I
do
think
what you do. As
So
a
I think
mom.
I think what they misunderstand is that it's not me wanting to control them or like that I am crazy. It's just that I love them, and I want to know that they're safe, and and I know that's not real because like you get to go out and live your life and explore, but I think that's a big misunderstanding. They think I'm crazy, and I'm like, no, it's just I've lost a lot of significant people in my life.
I identify with that so much.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that could almost be mine verbatim. But I was thinking more that my kids, this might have been your first one, was they think I have it all together and that I'm, just this composed person. I'm actually really sensitive.
Oh.
I am really sensitive. And when they use tone with me, I get hurt and I'll kind of lash out. But they don't understand how sensitive their mama is.
I know, right?
Oh.
Do you guys get that at all? Do you guys get
100%,
that? Am I the only one?
No.
Yes, and that was my first one.
Let me.
You're right. Yeah.
Let me admit to something that my 9-year-old made me cry the other day. Like I had to literally go upstairs.
Really?
Sink my head into a pillow and just cry because she made me cry because she just.
Did you tell her?
No, I just dealt with it and just moved on. But I just don't think when she's 9, so like psychologically she's not able to understand obviously what I'm thinking. But you're right. I was like, oh my God, and I had to just cry. My kid made me cry.
Yeah.
Have you had moments like that, Sarah, where you feel like if they only knew?
I think we are so close because of, even our apartment's small. It's just the 3 of us. We're together. I'm with them all the time. They know like everything that's going on. They can read my mood in 2 seconds.
Oh,
I think
yes.
what I'm thinking about is there's an anecdote from yesterday. One of my kids really wants to get strong, even though he's just going on 10, and was down in the gym with me, and he was lifting weights, and I was like, you need to do this smaller weights. And he's like, you think I'm weak? I'm like, no, you just can't lift this above your head. And and then it became this whole crying thing, and I'm so weak. I'm like, no, like it's incremental. Like I couldn't, you're trying to help, and then you're just making it worse. And it's not a good example, but I was trying to make it better, and I made him feel worse. But I was just trying to say, if you start small, then you can go back tomorrow and do it again, and then the next day, and the next day, and instead the whole thing just fell apart.
That's still a misunderstanding.
That's still a
misunderstanding.
Yeah. I was like, I'm trying to help you.
I do not like that feeling too.
Like I'm just
they
trying
take
to
it the
help.
wrong way.
Yes.
They take it the wrong way.
Misinterpreted.
Little baby.
Baby cried.
Who wants to chime in on how do you fix something like that? I mean, do you sit down and talk to them and say, hey, there's a heart in here, you know? or do you just kind of understand that there's a big different roles, I guess is what I'm trying to say. You know,
Well,
child,
it depends because, like, I
parent.
heard what you just said about
Anna Kate. Oh,
right, and
my
so
goodness.
could that have been a learning moment for her? Like, was she aware that? Would it have helped her to know that it
She
hurt
was
your
so
feeling?
stuck in her way and her bad mood in that moment that I don't think she.
Okay.
I mean, it was like, I remember looking at my older daughter and going, what the heck is wrong with her? Because, you know, every now and then children have
Sure.
their little tantrums, but
Sure.
it made me cry.
I think it's okay
So-
to be vulnerable with your kids sometimes and just say, you
Yeah.
know what, that actually really hurt me.
Okay, here,
That
it
did
just,
hurt
it just,
me.
it just came to me. If I were to say that, she will start crying.
Oh,
Well,
Because now she hurt me, and then it's a never-ending
It's just
evening of
so you got to
crying.
pick your battles, which
Yes.
ones to pursue.
Or does that-
They're tricky.
I think they're smarter than we give them credit for.
No, I agree, but they're tricky when it comes to us.
I think from you know, the issue I brought up, because I've had to learn just how to allow them to grow up and like be grown and experience life without me helicopter momming
Right,
them.
yeah.
And so I was like, oh, I'm the problem. Oh, it's me. So I had to,
Yeah.
I had to fix me.
Yeah.
And so, like, when I am anxious, I'm like, I know they're safe. I know they're
Yeah.
okay. They have a great group of friends. They're smart. They're okay. But I think to your point, me and my kids, I mean, we do have a bigger place because I need
Well, and we'll
I
get
need
there.
space, and I like a lot of plants.
Yeah.
You know, my plants need a home too.
Yeah. I love you, Diane.
But me and my kids, we are so close, so they can. And their dad has always been upfront and honest with them. And I think being a young mom, I was never able to really hide anything from them. They saw
Yeah.
me at my worst and my best.
Well, before I wrap this up, I just want to say that I love the fact that you guys are in such a close proximity of each other, because that's one thing. When I also lived in an apartment with my girls here in Denver, we loved that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
loved knowing where they were. We were close. We felt safe. It was wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody. Well, if you feel misunderstood at home, you're not alone. We all feel misunderstood too when it comes to the kids. But if you've got questions or anything you want to share, all you have to do is join the conversation. Send us an email to mycoco@9news.com. We'll see you next time.